Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Kelly Sparks, aka The Dude. So today we're going to go over Maker's Mark. You know what? As I peel the wax off this bottle, I believe Maker's was one of the first. Either Maker's or Booker's was one of the first to really start using wax as a decorative measure for their whiskeys. And a good one thing about Maker's was, whenever they first came out, they were the craft distillery. They were kind of leading the charge in the craft distillery market, and like they were just doing that. They were doing their own thing. And so what's similar to Maker's and Weller is they're both wheated bourbons. They take the rye out of the mash bill and add wheat into it. And it's said that it's supposed to give it a more, it's a softer presence. It gets rid of the spicy notes. What? Gets rid of the spicy notes from the rye. But one thing I like about, don't you sass me. One thing I like about Maker's is they've got like 4 or 5 products on the market. They don't, as far as I know, they might have something experimental in the background, but they got the regular Maker's Mark bourbon. They have the Maker's Cask Strength. They have the Maker's 46. So good trash. Get over trash. Maker's 46. The Barrel Select program, and now they've got the Barrel Finishing series. So as far as I know, they have 5, maybe 6 different products on the market, all from the same juice. As far as I know, I mean, I might be wrong, but I'm not lying. I might not be telling the truth, but I'm definitely not lying. There's a difference. So they've been able to create a global brand off of just doing bourbon. So I don't know if the head guy over at Maker's was a fan of Bruce Lee, but Bruce Lee once stated, "I don't fear the man who knows 10,000 kicks. I fear the man who's practiced one kick 10,000 times." So Maker's Mark has practiced that one kick 10,000 times, and they've developed a good product. They're global. They are recognized around the earth. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Remember your steps. Sticky tape. Let's get on me. So remember, take a sip. Waft it around the mouth. Wash it around the mouth. Get it all over. Wait about 5 seconds. Swallow. Waft it around again. Wait about 5 seconds or more. Swallow one more time, and then do that. Repeat that process one more time. So here we go. First thing I get right off the front is honey, and then wood notes. Just the barrel notes. I feel like this is almost a combination of Weller and Woodford Reserve, because there's some sharpness to it, but there's like a soft honey palate coming, or a soft honey flavor coming on the front end, and then some sharp notes that kind of peek through, and then it's just wood, oak, toffee, caramel, all those signature notes you get from an oak barrel. And like the mouthfeel is, you get some spice to it, even though technically the wheat is supposed to kind of remove some of that spice, but you get a nice tingling mouthfeel all over. So like I said before in a couple videos ago, or yesterday or whatever, Maker's, or in the first one, Maker's Mark was, quick story, Maker's Mark was literally my go-to bourbon to drink. It was always a double Maker's on the rocks. Easiest thing in the world to drink. It is just sweet water. And they go down like water and just suck them on down. We were in Shreveport, Shreveport, Louisiana is about an hour away from my house. We were over there one weekend for a friend of mine's birthday party, and we went to this bar. Probably shouldn't have been at the bar. The bar is kind of set up for college-aged kids who are still playing beer pong and drinking games. I mean, I'm 40 now. I don't want to play a drinking game. I don't want to feel like hammered ass the next day. So, and mind you, this was probably 5 years ago. 34, 35. Might have been 6 years ago. Well, anyway, I'm drinking double makers on the rocks. My normal drink, my go-to. Double makers, double makers, double makers. Well, we spent about 4 to 5 hours at this bar. And we started upstairs where all the games were, and we went downstairs where there was a dance club. And at one point, I'm just, and then I do my old Irish goodbye where I look around, nobody's looking at me, and then I just disappear. Next thing I know, and I didn't have anywhere to stay that night. I didn't know what I was planning. I didn't plan anything, but I managed to pinball my way back to my pickup truck in the parking garage, and it was cold that night. So I just climbed off in the truck, took my beanie, pulled it down over my head, and just passed smooth the hell out. Next thing I know, my buddy's wife is knocking on my door. Wakes me up, and I go crash in their hotel room on the couch. But that was a rough night. I felt like dog shit the next day. So what we'll do going forward, we'll do the taste, and then we'll nose it after we taste the first time. And it's just honey caramel. It smells really nice. All right, last sip. It kind of has this burnt, caramelized taste in the background. It's almost like you took honey butter, put it on a piece of toast, and then toasted it, and then that's the kind of flavor you're getting on the back end. All in all, Maker's Mark is a solid product, and I mean, all of these are solid products in their own right. Some people have different opinions of them, but everybody, I think, out of these 5 can find a good path. We still got one more to go. Old WT 101. So out of the 5 that we're doing this week, anyone should be able to find a good path, good direction they can go down. And that's what this whole series is about. You find your niche and you head down that direction. And I always suggest, I don't always, but now I'm suggesting, start with one distillery. Try all the products that they have to offer available. Try everything they got, and then go from there. And then go to the next distillery. Or you can find samples like this, taste each one of them. Oh, I really like that one. Let's try the rest of their products, and go down that vein. Don't always go hunting for the most expensive thing on the shelf or the brand new kid. I mean, start with some of these old guys and figure out what they have to offer. But anyway, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, like the video, to subscribe. Check the description below for all the ways to help out with the bills around the house. Check out Patreon if you can. If you want to send me a sample to review, I mean, I'll gladly do that. Got tons of those. But yeah, don't forget to check out the Bearded Idiots. Like always, drink some whiskey, share it with your friends and family. Be safe. Come here. Say hi. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Hey, Bonnie. Bonnie. She got caught eating her poop this morning. Disgusting little girl. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good night. Be safe. Cheers.